Hiya, I'm Minerva, and this is my brand new channel that is going to be focusing on autism and dyslexia, because those are my two main areas of expertise. But this channel will also be discussing ADHD, dyspraxia, dyscalculia, and a number of other conditions. The reason why I can talk about these things is because I have personal, professional, and academic experience, although my professional experience has encompassed ADHD and a number of other conditions. But with regards to autism, I have a sibling who's autistic. I share support and care of him. And because of that, I have a very sort of first-hand experience with supporting someone with autism in the family. With regards to professional experience in autism, I have over 10 years working in primary, secondary, and tertiary level education, supporting people with autism and other conditions. So that's personal and professional. With regards to academic, I have a master's degree in autism. So with autism being my job that I do on a day-to-day basis, my academic background, and my real life family experience, it kind of makes up a massive part of my life. With regards to dyslexia, I have a specialist teaching and assessing learners with dyslexia and SPLD, severe learning difficulties, qualification, which makes me a specialist teacher for people with dyslexia and other learning difficulties. I have over 10 years experience working with children, teenagers, and adults again in that realm. And with regards to personal experience there, my mother is also a dyslexia specialist. So, growing up, I would have been very aware, and I've heard a lot about dyslexia assessments, strategies for support, things like that, as well as like real practicalities, how that works to support people within dyslexia. So for autism and dyslexia, I do have that sort of personal, professional, and academic background, which I think is quite an unusual, unique one to have sort of all across all three sectors. So that's why I can talk about these things. The reason I'm doing this channel is because, certainly where I live, but I know farther afield as well, there is a desperate need for more support, more resources, more specialists. That the money's not there, the people aren't there. So I thought I would take these skills and bring them to a wider audience, with the hope that my skills, my experiences might be of some use to you. So with regards to what this channel will actually be doing, I do want to talk about educational points of interest and strategies for support. I want to talk about practical strategies. So like with autism, for example, taking an autistic person on holiday or moving house. With sex, it might be like, keeping organized, or strategies for word attack skills, or this or that, a kind of range of the practical and the educational side of things. What I would additionally like to do, as well as these sort of strategies and areas of interest, discussions. One of my areas of interest is movies. So I did a big project on how autistic characters were represented in film, as far back as I could go and to the present day. So I really would kind of like to talk about and dissect films and how they portray autistic characters and the different sort of areas that they cover, and how they kind of, because movies can kind of influence you in a good or a bad way and give you positive or negative perceptions of someone, and particularly if they come along with a particular sort of condition. So I want to talk about those in the sense of, okay, what can we see and learn from these movies about how autistic characters, autistic people are portrayed, and how might that influence someone then who's watching or coming to this movie for the first time, maybe little to no experience of autism. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this channel and what this channel is about. If you have any interest in autism, dyslexia, or other conditions, I invite you to subscribe. Please comment. I do have a list of topics that I want to make videos on, but if you have any suggestions, I'm very, very open to hearing them. It's going to be a little bit of extra support, hopefully, for you. I mean, everyone's situation, if you have a learning difficulty or a condition like autism, everyone's situation is so unique. But if I could even bring my years of experience, academic expertise, and personal experience as a support for you, I'm more than happy to do that. So if you have any suggestions, please do let me know. But look, other than that, this is my introduction video, and I hope it's been informative, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.